Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing very well today. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Natalie Jade. I post videos over here at least 3 times a week, and I do have a vlogging channel too. So in today's video, I'm going to be just doing a little eyeshadow look using one of Revolution's Forever Flawless palettes. So in today's video, I'm going to be testing out the Forever Flawless Flamboyance palette by Revolution. I've had this in my drawer for a few months now, and I've still not got around to testing it out, so I thought, what better way to do it than do it on my channel. So I hope you enjoy this video. If you do, don't forget to smash that thumbs up for me. Leave me a lovely little comment in that comment section down below. And please do subscribe to my channel for more content just like this, because it really helps me out. And without further ado, let's get started with today's video. So as I said, I've had this palette in my drawer for months now, possibly even going up to a year now. I bought it a long time ago and I've just not got around to using it, but it's beautiful. So firstly, I'm just going to show you the packaging. This is what it looks like. So pretty. It just has flamingo vibes. I also have the matching blush palette to go with this that I also haven't tried. And then when we open it up, this is what it looks like. It is so pretty. I love the colour story, so many beautiful shades. You've got a lot of nice nudes and like warmer colours. You've got some dark ones here. I really want to like incorporate this one into the look today. I like the blues, and then we've got this like gold kind of colour here. Got a really nice light nude there that we can use for like blending. Some really beautiful shades, and I really want to give it a go. Also, I want to mention that it's got a nice full-size mirror in there. And like most Forever Flawless palettes, it's got a little imprints on the pans of little flamingos, which is really cute. So yeah, I'm really excited to give it a go. I absolutely love Forever Flawless palettes, and I'm forever growing my collection, and this is the one I want to show you guys today. So I've just zoomed you guys in and we are ready to go. Gonna start off by priming my eyes, and I recently actually bought a new primer. This one's by ELF, and I tried it out in a video recently, so do go check that out. But this is a new ELF primer. I'm just going to start by applying this all over my lid. There. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other one. I quite like it. It's a bit lighter than my usual primers are in weight. I mean, it's a lot lighter coverage, I mean, rather than being a bit heavier and a bit fuller coverage, but it really does do the job. It's got a bit of a pinky undertone as well, which is unusual for me, but I really like it. I tried it out and yeah, it works really well for me. So I'm just blending this in. I'm just patting it in with this brush. I think it's a deluxe crease, is it? No, it's a medium shadow brush. That was so wrong. It's a 308 by Real Techniques. I'm just patting it in. I feel like blending really doesn't work for me when I'm doing my eye base. Patting is the way to go. So I'm just patting that all in, and then I'm just going to go over it with a beauty blender and literally just pat it in with a beauty blender on top, just to make sure all the edges are smoothed out and there's no patchy bits. I actually bought this beauty blender recently, and I bought it from Primark, and it's really good quality. Like, it's really soft, really squishy, and it just feels really good quality. I'm really struggling deciding which colours to use in this palette, but I definitely want to start off with a shade here, which is called Coral. It's a really beautiful pink. I'm just going in with this brush here by P. Louise. It's the 230 brush. I bought my P. Louise brushes in a TikTok shop sale, and now I can't imagine how I ever did eye looks without my P. Louise brushes. Like, I use them in every single look. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start in the centre of my crease and then bring it out. Oh wow, that's such a pretty colour. That's really nice. It says coral, but it's not really a corally colour. That's just the name of it. It's a really nice pink though. Yeah, I like that. And I'm just going to bring that all the way around my crease. And then I'm going to do it on the other lid as well while we're at it, so they're both at the same points. It's really nice. I love how pigmented the Forever Flawless palettes are. The presentation of them as well is absolutely beautiful. I've always been into Forever Flawless palettes. Like, ever since I discovered Revolution, like 5 years ago now, I don't know, a while ago now, I've always been into the Forever Flawless palettes. I love when they do like collabs, like the Game of Thrones collab or the Clueless collab, and they bring out a Forever Flawless palette but themed for the collab. Like, I love that. I have a little display with all of mine in. Okay, so this is what it's looking like now. We've got that colour in there, and I really like it. I think it's a really nice pink. And now what I'm going to do, I'm I'm going to grab a little bit of this shade down here, which is called India. This one here. I'm going to grab a bit of that, and I'm going to use that shade to start to blend out those edges, because I feel like it's quite a nice light one, and it'll work really well with that pink, and hopefully just blend effortlessly in. Oh, it's really nice. It's quite a pastel one, is that? Yeah, I like that. I'm going back in with that India shade. I do quite like the names of these shades as well. They're quite nice. Oh yeah, look at that. That is blending out like a dream. I like that a lot. Same thing on this eye. Just blend it out. So this is how it's looking. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some of that India shade, get quite a lot of it on, because it is quite pigmented, but I want it to be quite a lot in my inner corner. And then for the inner bit, I'm just going to run that through my crease there. Just make my inner corner a bit brighter than the rest. So it's going to be a bit of a contrast and a bit of an ombre going on there. Okay, this is how it's looking now I've done that. And I really like it. I actually really like this so far. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go in with a bit of that coral shade again. I'm going to get a little bit more, but just through my crease, like literally just through my crease. And that's just to make a little bit more depth through that crease there. At this side, I just want to get a little bit more built up there. Oh, I absolutely love this palette so much. It's so pretty. So what I want to do now is I want to go with a little bit of a darker shade. So I'm going in with this brush instead. This is the 234 by P. Louise, and I want to just go in with that ultra shade, which is the one that I showed you earlier on. Looks so nice. So I'm going to risk it and just go in with that one. Looks very, very pigmented, and I'm going to start here about like 2/3 way across my lid there, and then work it up to there. So just through the crease and start to build it. Oh, they go quite well together, do those? Yeah, those two are quite contrasting on each other. They actually look quite nice together. I'm just going to keep puffing this through, really getting it into that crease there. And I'm bringing it onto my lid as well. I am going to be doing a cut crease, so that'll help to blend that dark colour in. But we still want to get it as pigmented as we can there. That is really nice. I will need to blend it out a little bit though, because it is very strong colour. And then the same thing on this eye. I feel like I haven't really done content like this in a while, where I just sit down and just film like a normal makeup look. Like at the moment all it's been is like new collection releases and, you know, doing ads or whatever I've been doing. I've done a few vlogs here and there, and it's all been quite structured content rather than just sitting down and be like, right, okay, today I want to do a look on this palette, and just like pulling a palette out of my collection, just doing a look on it just for the fun, which I really miss doing. Like I really enjoy doing that in my job. Like that's one of the best parts about like having this as a job, is the freedom and the creativity. So yeah, I'm quite happy to be doing this today and just going back to how we used to do content, as having more of a chilled video. Just love it. It looks so beautiful. I love this palette. Getting with a bit of that coral and tapping into a tiny bit of that ultra shade and just buffing that over that edge there, only slightly, because I don't want it to go like over the top and go really far out, but I'm just buffing that over the edge just to help with the blend. Really get that in there. I'm just going to keep playing until I'm happy with how it's looking, how the blend's working. Going back to the original brush and going in that coral shade again, so it's a bit fluffier, so it'll hopefully help a bit more blending it out. This is how it's looking, and I'm going to take my P. Louise cut carver to help cut out my cut crease, basically making a template of where we don't want the product to be. So I've just got some of my flat brush here, and then I'm going to start in my inner corner and just drag this up. If you haven't invested in the P. Louise cut carver yet, I honestly couldn't recommend it enough. Like, it's a game changer. It's made it so much easier for me. I'm a very, very messy person when it comes to makeup, and it's really, really helped me. So I've got that there, and I'm pretty happy with that. So that's how that eye is looking, and I'm going to do the exact same thing on my other one. So just start there, right in a corner, and start to drag it up. There. All the way across. Look at that. I feel like a cut crease really can just change your makeup look. And just really finish it off. I go through phases where I do cut creases like all the time. And then I won't do them for like ages. And then I'll use what I do one day and I'm like, oh my god, I'm obsessed again. So this is how it's looking. Pretty happy with it. I'm just going to lift this one up a little bit higher so then they're matching. Another thing that I use as well is I use cotton buds to get rid of that excess product, and that works like a dream. So I basically just grab the cotton bud and follow it round where we've just applied that cut carver, and it just removes all that unwanted product to make sure we don't have any grease or anything underneath it. Because if I don't remove the cut carver properly, then the oils and things from the cut carver will start to break through the shadow that I put on top of it. So it's really, really important to make sure I get rid of all the excess product. So now this is what it looks like. Now I've got rid of all the excess product. Usually for actually doing my cut crease itself, I'll use a P. Louise base or the Beauty Bay eye base. But today we're going to go with KVD because I absolutely love this concealer. And I love it as an eye base as well. So I'm just going to apply some onto the back of my hand. Only a very small amount. Then I'm going to go in with the brush that I'm using for that cut crease, which is just this one here. It's actually the only Beauty Bay brush that I've got. It's the OG shader brush, and I'm just going to tap that on there, tap it all over to make sure I've got a nice coating on there. And then I'm going to outline where we've cut that product and got rid of the product. So I'm just going to outline it. So start here, really gently and slowly, making a nice outline there, and then I'm just gonna fill in the gap and just pat it in. I feel like using that technique makes it so much neater for me because I'm not a very neat person, especially when it comes to anything artistic. I'm just not neat. I don't have the patience, and that's how it's looking. I'm going to do the exact same thing on my other eye, get a little bit more products up, and start to trace that outline. Make sure I've got it nice and neat. And then I'm going to fill it in. I just love this concealer. It's so good. It's honestly so good. It's very, very pricey, but it is such good quality. So it's how it's looking. I'm going to gently tap with the tip of my finger on the edge of that concealer. Literally not moving my finger, just tapping the edge. And I'm going to do the exact same thing on my other eye and just tap the edge. Just with the very tip of my finger. Just tapping it away. That's just going to help to blend it in now when we're applying more colour. So I'm going to go with that brush that we use for the dark colours. That's the 234. Yeah, 234 brush. Back in with that palette, and then we're going to go back in with that dark shade. I'm going to go over the edge there with that dark shade. It's called the Ultra one, and I'm just really gently buffing over that edge. A little bit more. Again, just really gently tapping over the edge. I don't want to go over the top with it, but I want to make sure that you can see it and it's really contrasting with that lighter pink. Same thing on this side, just tapping it over and then working my way across. So probably like a third to a half of my eyelid that's going to be covered by it. But then for the rest, I want to use a shimmer because I haven't used any of the shimmers yet from this palette, and I really, really want to test them out. So I'm going to do the same thing that we did before. I'm just going to tap the edge of where that concealer ends, just tapping it really gently. Okay. I'm getting so excited by this look. I love just sitting down with a palette and just creating something. I feel like the unplanned looks are the best looks, like they're the best ones that I come up with. So I'm going to go in with the very first shade that we went in with, and the very first brush we went in with. And I'm just gently applying a little bit of that on the edge of that darker colour. Just a little bit, not a lot. Just a little bit, just get a little bit of an ombre going. That's literally all I'm going to apply. Is just to make it go from the light into the dark. Something on this lid. Just a really little bit. Just on the edge there. And that is how it is looking. I want to try the shimmers out now. And I'm kind of torn with which shimmer to try. I'm kind of thinking the white one. Like, it's between those two. This is the white one and this is like the champagne one. It's going to have to be the white one. Yeah, I'm going to have to try the white one. It just looks so beautiful. I can't use this palette and not try it. So I'm going to go with that. It's called Breeze and it's just so beautiful. And it's really hard to do when I've got nails on. Because I end up poking myself. But it's fine. So I'm just going to go over that and just gently patting that into that area there where we've got the cut crease on but we've got no product on. It is so beautiful, is that shimmer. It's honestly so, so beautiful. And that is how that's looking. Exactly the same thing on the other eye. I'll have to take a little bit of layering, so I'll go back in with the pink afterwards. Oh, it's so beautiful. Do you know what? That's probably one of my favourite white shimmers I've ever tried. Because it's so pigmented and it's so bright. And that's one of the things of it, is that it is just so bright. I'm going to try to get a little bit more in my inner corner with this one. Oh, I absolutely love it. I'm going to go in with a little bit more of that pink again, like I said, just to make sure we haven't lost it from applying that glitter. Going in with that pink, and then we're going to go with the dark one. Do you know what? I might not even need the dark one. I'm just going to add a little bit of the pink on. Yeah, we'll be fine. Let's do that. And then blend that backwards a little bit. That's how it's looking. And I really like it. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to hop off camera for 1 minute just to do some mascara and then show you the finished look. So this is now the final look. What do we think? Personally, I love it. I love how blendable it was, love how pigmented it was, and the shimmers are stunning too. So yeah, I definitely give that palette a 10 out of 10. I don't really think there's a lot that I could say to improve on. Maybe more matte shades. I do like to pick out something to improve on every product just to show how transparent I'm being and how honest I'm being. But yeah, the only thing I could say would be to maybe include more matte shades, because in the palette, there are quite a few matte shades, but all the matte shades are very, very similar. Like these blues are both shimmers, so maybe have a blue matte shade in there, or maybe like a yellow matte shade or something, so I have more variety in the matte shades. But really, I can't criticize this palette. Like, it is so beautiful. I absolutely love it and I love everything about it. So thank you so much for watching this video. I've really enjoyed it and I hope you have too. If you have, please don't forget to smash that thumbs up button, as well as leave me a lovely little comment in that comment section down below. And please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, because it would mean so, so much to me if you join my little family. But that is it for me for today, and I hope to see you all very, very soon. Bye!